Good evening, dear students. In this video, we will cover the best 200 current affairs of April part 2. That is, today we will cover the most important current affairs from 4th April to 11th April, right? So, I hope all of you are doing the daily current affairs. You are reading the daily current affairs from our app or website. Please do it daily on a daily basis. Just make it a habit to read the daily current affairs and then attend this session every Sunday 7 p.m. right? So, let us start the session. India's foreign direct investment inflow rose how much percent in April-January 2020-21 to $72.12 billion compared to the same period last fiscal. So this is quite important from the exam point of view, right? So I hope you have already gone through this news and please tally your answer with me. मेरे साथ साथ आपका आंसर टैली कर लीजिए. इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? इसका आंसर होगा 15%, right? And you must know the difference between FDI and FPI. What is FDI and what is FPI? Just have a look at the difference here. I have added the difference. See, what is FDI? That is foreign direct investment. See, you can easily understand from the name, right? As the name suggests, it is investing directly in another country, right? See, the motive is to acquire controlling interest in a foreign country, rather in a foreign entity, or set up an entity with controlling interest, right? And in case of FPI, that is foreign portfolio investment, right? It is almost similar to FDI, right? ठीक है ना? But it will be the main motive will be to make capital gains from the investments. There is no intention to control the entity, right? Fine. And duration will be longer in case of FDI. Fine. And FPI is highly volatile, short period, right? And in case of FDI, it comes as subsidiary or joint venture, right? And in case of FPI, foreign portfolio investment, it will come mainly through stock markets. So you must know that in case of FDI, right, a foreign company which is based in another country, suppose it is based in France, right? Suppose we have a company that is based in France, right, wants to invest in India. How will it invest in India? It will set up a wholly owned subsidiary, or it will form a joint venture company, right? We have often seen in the news, right? For example, now suppose let us take a small example. Fine. For example, we must have heard, right, Maruti Suzuki. You must have heard this name. Fine, quite often, Maruti Suzuki. So what is Maruti Suzuki? It is basically a joint venture company, right, of Suzuki. Suzuki is a Japanese company from Japan, and it has formed a joint venture with Maruti Udyog Limited, right? So it has formed Maruti Suzuki. So in this form, it is investing in India, right? Forming a joint venture. So you can easily understand that the main purpose is expansion, core business formation, right? Are you getting my point? Fine. And in case of FPI, it is sole criteria and motive is gain on investments. And in case of FPI, suppose I am giving a very small example. For in case of FPI, suppose any foreign company wants to invest in the shares of TCS or Infosys. Fine. Infosys, or suppose let us take the example of Mphasis. Fine, my company Mphasis. Okay, so in that case, it is foreign portfolio investment because it is investing, the foreign company is investing in the shares of this Indian company, right? Are you getting my point? So it is not forming a joint venture, right? There is no control over the management of this company. Are you getting my point? Fine. So this is the basic difference between FDI and FPI. And what is FII? Foreign institutional investor. It is an investor of group of investors, you can say group of investors who bring FPIs, that is foreign portfolio investment. Understood? Next, RBI has decided to open up which of the following centralized payment systems facility for payment system operators. So this was also recently in the news, right? So what will be the answer? So please tally your answer with me. My answer will be both A and C, that is both NEFT and RTGS. Now, what is the basic difference between NEFT, that is National Electronic Fund Transfer, and real-time gross settlement system? What is the basic difference between NEFT and RTGS? See, in case of RTGS, it is real-time basis. It occurs on real-time basis, right? And minimum amount is 2 lakhs and above. 2 lakhs and above in case of RTGS. Getting my point? Fine. And what is NEFT? Fine. First of all, there is no limit, right? 1 rupee, 1 is the limit, and in case of NEFT, right? And one more important thing is that there is no maximum limit. Fine. Are you getting my point? There is no maximum limit. And one more important thing is that in case of NEFT, it is DNS, you can say deferred net सेटलमेंट. ठीक है, मतलब यहाँ पे नेट सेटलमेंट होता है. फाइन. इन केस ऑफ NEFT, नेशनल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स फंड ट्रांसफर. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? अंडरस्टूड. एंड सी, in case of RTGS, it occurs instantly. In case of NEFT, it occurs in batches. There are hourly batches. ठीक है. NEFT के केस में the fund transfer occurs in batches. Understood? Fine. There is a cut-off time. Fine. After which a batch of fund transfer occurs. Are you getting my point? Fine. Next. And one more thing. See, what is the meaning of CTS, check truncation system, right? This was asked in the interviews to many of my students. Okay. So what is check truncation? See, truncation is basically the process of stopping the flow of physical check, right, issued by the drawer. Are you getting my point? Fine. So what happens in case of ECTS, that is electronic check truncation system? An image of the check is sent. Fine. So I hope you have recently seen this in the news, right? Check truncation system. So it was in the news, and I had already discussed in the previous class regarding ECTS, right? Electronic check truncation system. Understood? Next one. In badminton world championship, Pramod Bhagat clinched 2 gold medals as India finished their campaign in the 3rd Sheikh Hamdan bin Al Maktoum Dubai Para Badminton International 2021 in Dubai with dash medals. So you just have to say the number of medals India has clinched, right? So India has got how many medals? My answer will be 20 medals. See, India finished Dubai Para Badminton with 20 medals. Understood? Fine. So you can just have a look here, right? This is the exact news from which I have taken, All India Radio News, right? Next one. Who has been appointed the new mission director for AIM, that is Atal Innovation Mission, a flagship initiative of the government of India under the auspices of Niti Aayog? So इसका आंसर क्या होगा? मिशन डायरेक्टर कौन है, किसको बनाया गया है, right? So who has been appointed the new mission director of Atal Innovation Mission? My answer will be, please tally your answer with me. My answer will be Dr. Chintan Vaishnav. Just have a look here. This is from the Life Mint. Chintan Vaishnav appointed the mission director of Atal Innovation Mission. Appointed के बाद as नहीं होगा. So this is given wrong in the newspaper. See, this is correct. Dr. Chintan Vaishnav has been appointed the mission director of Atal Innovation Mission. मतलब यहाँ पे headlines है, headlines में गलत दिया है. But here they have given it correctly. Appointed के बाद as नहीं होता. Fine. Got it? Next. Name the organization that has approved a US dollar 32 million project. So 32 million USD projects to boost health services in which state? In Mizoram. So tally your answer with me. इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? Yes, the answer will be World Bank. See, मिजोरम का न्यूज है. World Bank approves US dollar 32 million projects to boost health services in Mizoram. Understood? Next one. World Bank and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank have approved a loan of how much amount for canal-based drinking water projects in Punjab? Canal-based drinking water project in Punjab. So, what will be the answer to this particular question? इसका आंसर हो जाएगा आपका 300 million US dollar. See, World Bank AIIB approved loan for 300 million canal based drinking water projects in Punjab. You can also have a look at the detailed news. See, it is almost 2190 crore. Fine, 2190 crore. This is the exact amount if you speak in crores, right? Understood. And what is the headquarters of AIIB? Of course, Beijing, China. Fine. The headquarters of AIIB is in Beijing, China. Understood. And what is the headquarters of ADB? ADB headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. Manila, Asian Development Bank. Okay. And what is the headquarters of World Bank? Where is the headquarters of World Bank? Obviously, it is in Washington DC. I am writing in short, Washington DC. Fine. Next one. Who has authored the book titled Manohar Parrikar, Brilliant Mind, Simple Life? So, who has authored this book? Manohar Parrikar, Brilliant Mind, Simple Life. Yes, my answer will be Nitin Gokhale, not Nitin Pandey. See, a new book titled Manohar Parrikar, Brilliant Mind, Simple Life, authored by Nitin Gokhale, was released. The book is published by Bloomsbury. It is an attempt to capture Parrikar's persona, the man, the politician, and the patriot. Through this book, the author presents the journey of the contribution of Parrikar to nation building and his service to the Goa society, from being an IIT student to a social worker and to India's defense minister. Very important. Next one. Japanese Nobel laureate Isamu Akasaki passed away recently. Right? So, this was in the news recently. So, you just have to say he was given the Nobel Prize in which subject? So, Isamu Akasaki was given the Nobel Prize in which subject? So, क्या होगा मेरा answer? My answer will be C. He was given the Nobel Prize in Physics. Co-winner of the 2014 Nobel Prize in Physics. Got it? Other winners were Hiroshi Amano and Suji Nakamura. See, Akasaki and Amano produced gallium nitride crystals and succeeded in 1989 in creating the world's first blue LED. Fine. You can also have a look here at the detailed news. Understood? He died on 1st April in Nagawa, Japan. He was 92 years old. 92-year-old. Okay. Next. Which state's agriculture university has been selected for the Chancellor's Award 2020 in the category of specialized universities? So, which state university is it? The answer will be Kerala. See, Kerala Agri University bags Chancellor's Award. Kerala Agriculture University has been selected for the Chancellor's Award 2020 in the category of specialized universities. The award is based on competitive grading of all the universities in the state on parameters of higher education, research and technology transfer. Understood? And see, the award was instituted by the Governor of Kerala and Chancellor of Universities to nurture the spirit of healthy competition among the state universities in becoming vibrant centers of learning. Next. When is International Day of Conscience observed every year? International Day of Conscience observed every year. Every year it is observed on 5th April. And I did not make separate questions on this. See, India National Maritime Day is also on 5th April. Fine. So, you just have to remember National Maritime Day is also on 5th April. Okay. Next one. International Mine Awareness Day. International Mine Awareness Day is observed on which day? International Mine Awareness Day is observed on which day? So, what will be the answer? मेरा आंसर हो जाएगा 4th April. ठीक है? International Day of Mine Awareness and Assistance in Mine Action. Fine. 4th April Mine Awareness Day. I hope ये इमेज देखने के बाद आपको याद रहेगा. You won't forget it, right? Next. Who has been roped in as the brand ambassador of Digit Insurance? Brand ambassador of Digit Insurance. So क्या होगा मेरा आंसर? Is it Virat Kohli? Is it Sachin? Is it Shah Rukh Khan or is it Imran Hashmi? So my answer will be Virat Kohli. See, Virat Kohli becomes the face of Digit Insurance. Fine. Understood? Next. Recently, who has received the Kalinga Ratna Samman for 2021? Very important. Kalinga Ratna Samman. quite important from the exam point of view. My answer will be Bishwabhushan Harichandan. Odisha born, so he was born in Odisha. Odisha born Andhra Pradesh governor Bishwabhushan Harichandan received the Kalinga Ratna Samman for 2021 on 2nd April. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu conferred Bishwabhushan Harichandan with the prestigious award in Cuttack on the occasion of the 40th annual day of Saral Sahitya Sangsad at the Saral Bhavan. The Kalinga Ratna Samman carries a silver idol of goddess Saraswati, a copper plaque, and a shawl. Next one. Who has released the book Agriculture in India, Contemporary Challenge in the Context of Doubling Farmers' Income? So, किसने ये book release किया है? Yes, my answer will be M. Venkaiah Naidu, and it has been written by Dr. Mohan Kanda, former Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh. Next one. Where was Ayurveda Parv organized recently by Ayush Ministry in collaboration with Binova Seva Pratishthan? In collaboration with Binova Seva Pratishthan. So it was organized by Ayush Ministry, Ministry of Ayush. It is Ayurveda Parv. Yes. So my answer will be Odisha. Have a look here. See. Director of Ayush, Sri Trilochan Majhi, Government of Odisha. They attended this event. Okay, the 3-day event. Fine. It was inaugurated by Padma Vibhushan Dr. Raghunath Mahapatra, Honorable Member of Rajya Sabha. Okay, along with Sri Navakishore Das, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Odisha, and Sri Trilochan Majhi, Director of Ayush. Next, who has authored a book, Eden, an Indian retelling of Jewish, Christian, and Islamic lore? Who has written this book, Eden? So I hope all the options are familiar to you, isn't it? You have read these in the news, I mean in the current affairs, in the previous classes, right? So my answer will be Devdutt Patnaik, and let us have a look at the other options also, right? Chetan Bhagat, one arranged murder. This was in news within the last 6 months, isn't it? Nirupam Yadav, Vishesh Court to Win. Nirupam Yadav, Vishesh Court to Win. Ruskin Bonds, How to be a Writer. This is also important. Next one. International Day of Sport for Development and Peace is observed on. International Day of Sport for Development and Peace is observed on which day? So it is observed on 6th April. It is observed on 6th April. Next one. India's biggest floating solar power plant with a capacity of 100 megawatt will be set up in which state? Fine. So, क्या होगा इसका आंसर? Yes, my answer will be Telangana. Okay. The exact name of the place is Ramagundam, Telangana. ठीक है? The Finance Ministry said banks have sanctioned dash to about 1,14,322 beneficiaries under the Stand Up India scheme in the last 5 years for promoting entrepreneurship among women, SC and STs. So what is the exact amount that they have mentioned in the news? The Finance Minister has already mentioned. Yes, the exact amount is 25,586 crore. Okay, just have a look here in the news. See, the main purpose of Stand Up India scheme. So I have mentioned the details of Stand Up India. So main purpose, which is now extended up to 2025, is to provide loans for setting up of greenfield enterprises in manufacturing, services, or the trading sector and activities allied to agriculture. Right. Next one. Name the country that will not participate in the Tokyo Olympics this year to protect its athletes amid the coronavirus pandemic. So which country is it? Yes, the country is North Korea. North Korea will not participate in the Tokyo Olympics just to protect its athletes amid the coronavirus pandemic. So you all know, right? COVID-19 is again spreading. The second wave is here and it is spreading like wildfire, right? So please be careful when you are outside. Always wear a mask, right? Next one. Chinese smartphone major Vivo has appointed whom? Its brand ambassador. So this is the same person who has become the brand ambassador of Digit Insurance. Yes, your guess is correct. My answer is Virat Kohli. Vivo announces Virat Kohli as its brand ambassador. Fine. Next, who has been appointed the new Secretary for Department of Economic Affairs? Secretary for Department of Economic Affairs. So, Economic Affairs Secretary is none other than Ajay Sheth. See, IAS officer Ajay Sheth is the new Economic Affairs Secretary. Karnataka cadre IAS officer Ajay Sheth has been appointed. As नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे भी गलत दिया है, as the see as नहीं होगा. So, appointed the new Economic Affairs Secretary. Fine. He belongs to 1987 batch of IAS. Fine. Next one. And he is presently the MD, Managing Director of the state-run Bangalore Metro Rail Corporation Limited. Right. And he has already served as the Finance Department Secretary in Karnataka. Next. The theme of World Health Day is building a fairer, healthier world for everyone. So, when was it observed? World Health Day was observed on which day? It was observed on 7th April. It was observed on 7th April. Next, who has been appointed the new Revenue Secretary of India? Who has been appointed the new Revenue Secretary of India? Very important. Again, yes, the answer is Tarun Bajaj. Tarun Bajaj, right? Next, Netra Kumaran became the first Indian woman sailor to qualify for the Olympics. So you just have to say, this is the exact news which was in the newspaper. You just have to say she belongs to which state. Netra Kumaran belongs to which state? Is it Kerala? Is it Andhra Pradesh? Is it Tamil Nadu or is it Karnataka? Yes, my answer will be Tamil Nadu. Right, Netra Kumaran, first Indian woman sailor to qualify for the Olympics. Okay. Next, who has released the Hindi translation of the book Orissa Itihas written by Utkal Keshari? Dr. Hare Krishna Mehtab. So, Utkal Keshari, Dr. Hare Krishna Mehtab. On 9th April 2021 from Ambedkar International Center, Janpath, New Delhi. So, it was released from Ambedkar International Center, Janpath, New Delhi. So, who has released it? Yes, my answer will be PM Modi. See, PM Modi to release Hindi version of Orissa Itihas by Hare Krishna Mehtab. Dr. Hare Krishna Mehtab was a notable figure in the Indian independence movement. He also served as the Chief Minister of Orissa from 1946 to 50 and from 1956 to 61, 2 terms, right? He wrote the book Orissa Itihas in Ahmednagar Fort Jail, where he was imprisoned for more than 2 years during 1942 to 45. Understood? Fine. And this book, available in Oriya and English, has been translated into Hindi by Shankar Lal Purohit. This is also important. So, it has been translated by Shankar Lal Purohit. Okay? Chaliye, next one. Name the state government that has launched a unique gift scheme to promote COVID vaccination in the state. कौन सा राज्य है? इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? Yes, the answer is UP. Uttar Pradesh government launches unique gift scheme to promote COVID-19 vaccination. Understood? So you can have a look here. UP government has launched a unique gift scheme to promote COVID-19 vaccination. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has asked officials to make all preparations to deal with the growing number of corona cases, corona infection. Fine. So on the occasion of World Health Day on 7th April, which we discussed moments back, state government will conduct a lucky draw for those who have taken the vaccine. Very important. Fine. This seems quite interesting, isn't it? Fine. Quite innovative. Next one. The Supreme Court has launched an artificial intelligence enabled portal, SUPACE. Fine, SUPACE. That would help its judges in legal research. You just have to say what does A in SUPACE stand for. So you need to know the entire full form. You need to know the full form, right? Fine. Abbreviation, full form. The answer will be assistance. See, Supreme Court portal for assistance in courts efficiency. This is the full form of SUPACE. And Sharad Arvind Bobde launched SUPACE. He also launched the Nyay Kaushal. This is also important, right? He had launched the Nyay Kaushal earlier. India's first ever e-resource center and virtual court in Nagpur. Next one. Who has topped the Forbes 35th annual World's Billionaires list? 35th annual World's Billionaires list. Who has topped it? Yes. My answer will be Jeff Bezos. Please tell your answer with me. Fine. It is Jeff Bezos. See, Mukesh Ambani is at rank 10th. Elon Musk is the second one in the list. Fine. Understood? You can also have a look here. I have given the detailed news from the newspaper. Next one. Name the country that has tested a new super torpedo. Super torpedo that has the potential to cause radioactive tsunamis. So you can easily understand from this that it's quite powerful, right? Yes. So it has been recently tested by Russia. Russia is testing a super torpedo, you can say a nuclear torpedo in the Arctic. The Doomsday device, the Doomsday device has the power to trigger radioactive tsunamis of America's east coast. The Pentagon said it was watching developments very closely. Quite interesting, isn't it? Next one. Name the country that became the first country to adopt advanced disease surveillance system. Advanced disease surveillance system. So which country is it? Yes. So it's none other than India. हमारे भारत देश ने किया है. देखिए, Health Minister Harshvardhan launches integrated health information platform. India becomes the first country to adopt such advanced disease surveillance system. Understood? Next. Name the country that hosted the climate and development ministerial meet that was recently attended by Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar. So which country hosted it? Yes. So I am referring to COP26, isn't it? It was hosted by UK. See, Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar participated in the virtual climate and development ministerial meet in the run up to COP26, the UN Climate Change Conference 2021. Understood? Next. Spice Board India has signed MOU with which organization for the development of blockchain based traceability interface for Indian spices? क्या होगा इसका आंसर? स्पाइस बोर्ड इंडिया ने किसके साथ एमओयू साइन किया है? दैट इज मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग. यस, सो इट इज यूएनडीपी इंडिया. सी, स्पाइसेस बोर्ड इंडिया एंड यूएनडीपी इंडिया's accelerator lab signed MOU to develop blockchain powered traceability interface for Indian spices. Fine, you can just have a look. See, blockchain is a decentralized process of recording transactions on an open and shared electronic ledger. This is actually the concept of blockchain, right? Fine. Next. Asian Development Bank has approved a loan of how much amount to improve the transport connectivity and road maintenance in the Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor in Tamil Nadu. So what is the exact amount of the loan which has been approved by ADB, Asian Development Bank? Yes, the exact amount of the loan is 484 million US dollar, right? Next. Who attended the plenary meeting of the International Monetary and Financial Committee of the International Monetary Fund? This is quite easy from the exam point of view. ठीक है, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पे आपको मतलब 6 मारना है. ठीक है, बाउंड्री से कम नहीं चलेगा. You need a 6, yes, you need to answer these questions correctly. Fine. So इसका आंसर हो जाएगा निर्मला सीतारमन. Okay, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman attends the plenary meeting of IMF and Financial Committee of IMF. Okay. So there are 190 member countries of International Monetary Fund. Next. Ugrow Capital has announced its partnership with which bank for the launch of Grow Smart Business Credit Card powered by RuPay along with Encash. So it has partnered with which bank? Ugrow Capital. Yes. So Encash is a keyword, important keyword here, an important keyword. It is powered by RuPay, and Ugrow Capital is another important keyword. Yes, the answer is SBM Bank India. This forms the other important keyword. You can have a look. See, I have directly taken it from the newspaper. Lending fintech platform Ugrow Capital on Thursday announced its partnership with SBM Bank India towards the launch of Grow Smart Business Credit Card powered by RuPay along with Encash. ठीक है. This can be availed by the Ugrow Capital borrowers against a fixed deposit (FD) with SBM Bank India. Now, let me ask you one question. FD, fixed deposit, and recurring deposit में डिफरेंस क्या होता है? सो जस्ट आंसर इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. ओके, दोज हु आर वाचिंग, एफडी और आरडी में डिफरेंस क्या होता है? फाइन. ऑल्सो डू मेंशन, if possible, do mention for a bank what are the assets and liability. So you must know, अगर आप बैंकिंग एग्जाम्स दे रहे हैं, फाइन, और you are appearing for any civil service exam, right, state civil service exam, so you must know assets and liabilities. ठीक है, फाइन. so assets and liabilities of a bank, I am mentioning a bank. बैंक के लिए एसेट और लायबिलिटी क्या क्या होता है? फाइन, जस्ट मेंशन द लिस्ट ऑफ एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज ऑफ ए बैंक, राइट. नेक्स्ट, आई एम आस्किंग बिकॉज these questions were asked in the interviews. Fine, many of my students faced these type of questions in the recent interviews. Fine. Next, RBI has enhanced maximum balance limit per account in payments banks to dash from 1 lakh. So enhanced means increased. Fine, so the amount has been increased, the limit has been increased to 2 lakh from 1 lakh. Earlier it was 1 lakh, now it is 2 lakhs. Maximum end of day balance hiked from 1 lakh to 2 lakh for payments banks. Okay, you can just have a look at the details here, right. It was issued on 7th April. Next, INS Sarvekshak has been deployed on a joint hydrographic survey. So in which of the following country? INS Sarvekshak has been deployed on a joint hydrographic survey. Okay, in which of the following countries? So my answer will be Mauritius. INS Sarvekshak, a hydrographic survey ship, is on a deployment to Mauritius for undertaking joint hydrographic surveys along with their Mauritian counterparts. Fine. Next, and see, the ship visited Port Louis, Mauritius, and commenced the hydrographic survey of deep sea area of Port Louis. Next, Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal on 8th March chaired a high-level meeting on the implementation of National Education Policy 2020 and released an implementation plan for school education. So it is called Sarthak. So what does Sarthak actually stand for? Sarthak का full form क्या है? Yes, so please do tally your answer with me. The options are quite confusing for you, isn't it? Most people will be confused between options B and C. So क्या होगा इसका आंसर? My answer will be option C. Students and teachers holistic advancement through quality education. You can have a look here. You will get the detailed news here. ठीक है? Next one. Who will head the expert committee formed for factories and dock works by the Ministry of Labour and Employment? Fine. And yes, क्लास का PDF आपको हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल पे मिल जाएगा. एक्सीजेंस एजुकेटर टेलीग्राम चैनल सर्च कीजिए, आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, चैनल पे हमारा PDF करंट अफेयर्स इस क्लास का PDF आपको मिल जाएगा. फाइन. सो who will head the expert committee? Yes, my answer will be R.K. Ilangavan, Ministry of Labour Employment, to set up expert committees for suggesting standards, right, under the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2020. Understood? Next, which railway zone has become India's first electrified railway zone in the country? India's first electrified railway zone in the country, very important from the exam point of view. Yes, my answer will be West Central Railway Zone. Western Railways becomes India's first 100% electrified zone. Understood? Just have a look here. PDF आपको मिल जाएगा, PDF में एक बार ये पढ़ लीजिएगा. ठीक है. Next one. FIFA suspended the national football federations of which country due to claims of outside interference? Very important. ये recently news में था. I hope you have already gone through the daily news. So you must be knowing which country is it. Yes, it is Pakistan as well as Chad. Yes, answer will be B and C. FIFA suspends Pakistan and Chad football federations due to outside interference. Right? Next, which state has become the first state in the country where the state government is providing free health insurance facility to all the citizens of the state? So free health insurance facility to all the citizens of the state, yes, it is being provided by Rajasthan. Have a look here. See, Rajasthan on Thursday kicked off its cashless Mediclaim scheme worth rupees 5 lakh. The amount is 5 lakh for each family of the state, starting the registration for its Chiranjeevi Health Insurance Scheme. The name is Chiranjeevi Health Insurance Scheme. Chiranjeevi Health Insurance Scheme. Understood? Fine. So, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is in the picture, right? Next one. Recently, India has signed an MOU with which country for academic and research cooperation and mutual exchange? For academic and research cooperation and mutual exchange. Yes, my answer will be Japan, right? My answer is Japan. See, I have taken it from the DD News. See, MOU between India and Japan for academic and research cooperation and exchange. Fine. Okay. And about Japan, just you need to know capital is Tokyo, currency Japanese yen, PM Yoshihide Suga, right? Understood? Next one. Name the Indian Army officer who recently broke his own 2 Guinness World Records for fastest solo cycling. So he is basically an Indian Army officer. He had already made 2 Guinness records. Now he has again broken his own record. So it is none other than Bharat Pannu. See, Army man Bharat Pannu, I have taken it from the Hindustan Times, cycles his way into Guinness Book with 2 world records. Right? Understood? So he has broken his own record, right? Okay. His second record saw him cycle the Golden Quadrilateral route, which connects, very important. See, what is the Golden Quadrilateral? What are the routes? See, it connects Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. Understood? Okay. Next. So, we had 45 questions today and this is today's question of the day. So, I am giving this question, you need to answer in the comment section. I want answers from everyone, from every viewer. ठीक है, सब लोग आंसर कीजिए because if you are a serious aspirant, you must have gone through the union budget. Fine. So, what is the question? You just have to say what is the total outlay of budget allocation to MSME sector in the union budget 2021-22. You have to say what is the total outlay of union budget allocation to the MSME sector in the union budget 2021-2022. So even if you are watching this video in the recorded format or the live session, please do mention the answer in the comment section. I will check everyone's answer. Okay, fine. And yes, last but not the least, if you were an aspirant of West Bengal, this is a very good news for the aspirants of West Bengal. Fine. So you must be knowing our classes have already started, right? Classes are going on, and due to COVID-19, we had shifted to online classes instead of the offline batches. But now again, Deepan sir has already started the Maths Foundation batch on high demand, right? On high demand of students, because most people most people want safe classes online, but there are also students who need offline guidance. One-to-one guidance is needed, right, in the offline batches. So this is a very good news for the aspirants of West Bengal. जो भी West Bengal का student है, fine, and whoever is residing near Kolkata, fine, you can join the offline classes. Fine, Maths by Deepan sir, basic to high level classes will be provided. Fine. See, if you are from any other state or if you are residing outside Kolkata, you can opt for the online batch, obviously. But if you want to opt for the offline batch, the classes will be near Jadavpur. Okay, fine. We have branches in Shambazar as well as Jadavpur. Fine. But now the classes are going on in the Jadavpur branch, right? It is very near to Kalikapur bus stop, right? Fine. And it is just beside the KK Dotto Memorial bus stop near Jadavpur. Fine. If you want to take admission in the online or offline batch, either of these two batches, you can just call on this number. Fine. This is sir's personal number. You can just contact him to get admission in the online or offline batch. Fine. So with this we come to the end of our class. And please do remember, I want answers from everyone. Okay, I want answers from everyone. And please note there will be no class on 25th. ठीक है, 25th April आपको क्लास नहीं मिलेगा, बट आई विल continue that session. Okay, I will cover those important questions on 2nd of May. Okay, so don't worry, right? And in the PDF I will I'll suggest please please do join the Telegram channel. हमारा टेलीग्राम चैनल आप ज़रूर ज्वाइन कीजिए, उसमें आपको क्लास का PDF मिल जाएगा, ठीक है? इस PDF में इफ़ यू जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दिस लिंक, अगर आप ये लिंक क्लिक करते हैं आपको करंट अफेयर्स का जो डिटेल करंट अफेयर्स है हमारे वेबसाइट पे वो ओपन हो जाएगा. सो इफ़ यू वांट टू रीड द डिटेल करंट अफेयर्स, जस्ट डाउनलोड द ऐप and read from there, or you can just click on this link and it will directly open to the current affairs page. And if you are new to this channel, channel को subscribe कीजिए, do subscribe to the channel, fine, right? And if you have liked this video, please do hit the like button, and I wish you all the best for all your upcoming examinations. So फिर मिलते हैं next class, right? Till then, stay home, stay safe, and God bless you guys.